Hey guys. Okay, I'm gonna do a Q&A, and this Q&A is gonna be mainly about like virtual schooling, homeschooling, remote learning, things like that. The reason why I decided to do this Q&A is because a lot of people have been asking me in the comments about like my homeschooling and things like that because of the way I have it set up, which I will show you guys how I set it up every morning, and also I don't know, just like how the kids are liking it and how our day goes by with virtual schooling. So I'm just gonna answer some of your questions. I had you guys leave comments in 2 videos back, yeah, something like that. Printed the comments out, and what did I do here, y'all? I folded them up. Come on, folded them up like this, and what I'm gonna do is I am going to put them. So I put these 2 in here, and what I'm gonna do is put them in this little basket. Shake, 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 and I'm just gonna pull out random questions. First I was like, am I gonna do 10 or 20? I don't know, because there's a lot in here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go 20 minutes or something like that, or 15 minutes, because then I have some more time showing you guys other little things that I do for their homeschooling. And I'm sorry that the lighting is going because I'm in front of my window and it's cloudy outside. The first thing, I'm gonna take this one. Come on, this one right here. This is from Zari Cantu, and the question is, what has been hardest in homeschooling, and does their school district think about reopening? I'm actually glad about this first question because I was like, I hope I get this question about reopening and their school being closed versus being open. I was like, yes, so I got this question. The hardest thing about homeschooling is keeping my son still during his meeting. That's pretty much the hardest thing. Getting up in the morning, setting it up, doing all that stuff, that's fun for me. Getting them to do their work on the computer, that's fun for me too. It's just when the meetings start, when their class starts, Eddie doesn't want to stay still. Like, he will stay still doing his online assignments, his online homework, going on the different websites, doing the activities. I also purchased a book for him so he can do some writing as well and not just always on a screen. So I bought him a book. He's always worked on books. I have plenty of books, but I wanted to get a brand new one, a little older for him, you know, one that he hasn't gone through. So a brand new one. So I bought a brand new one from Costco, and he's really good at that. It's right when the class starts. He see them girls, he see them little ladies, and he get crunk. I guess like showing out, being the class clown, being goofy. I don't know, I guess he get it from me, but I'm like, you need to really pay attention to mama because mama knows when to turn it off. That's the hardest thing, is keeping him still. That's pretty much the hardest thing. I'll show you guys how keeping things in order, keeping up on track on time, knowing when a class starts, when it ends, lunchtime, break time, recess, you know, all that stuff. I'll show you how I get that in check, because your girl be forgetting. I be forgetting. And I'm gonna show you how I keep myself on track with that. So that's not hard. It's just keeping my son still. Now, the second part, when you said, does the school district think about reopening? Now, it's funny you said that. It's because their school is not closed. Our town, the schools are not closed in our town. The schools are in, there's two ways on how you can do learning in our town, and pretty much our whole state. I don't think there's any town in our state that's closed, like school district that's closed. So from what I'm thinking, all of them are like this. So let me tell you how it is. There's 2 ways that you can do learning in your child's school. There's hybrid and there's remote, or you could call it virtual. Some people call it virtual, some call it remote, you know. And you're like, what the heck is hybrid? Well, hybrid is the school is broken up in sections. There's 2 sections, and it goes by like your last name, the letter in your last name. So from like A to whatever, I don't know, because we're not hybrid. I'm just gonna say A to M, and then N to Z. I just made that up. So from A to M, they are in school learning for a week, and N through Z is at home doing remote. That's for the whole week. Next week they swap, so that they go into school and learn, and they go home and learn. I don't know if I like that. That's too confusing, especially for little kids. High schoolers, middle schoolers, yeah, I could see that. But for little kids, like, you in school this week, you're at home this week, then you swap and swippity swap, dip, flip, and trip all over the place. We don't do that. So you can either do hybrid, like the thing I just explained, or you could do remote. we decided to do remote. I'm not having you in school catching homegirl Rona, bringing her home. You won't bring no friends home from school. Keep Rona at school. So I decided to do remote. That was the second option that we have, and that's what I decided. So their school is not closed. It's just hybrid or remote. Those are the two options. So if I wanted my kids to go to school tomorrow, I don't think you can do it that fast because you got to sign up and log into the school. It's really weird because with the remote, they have their own principal, they have their own teachers. My daughter's in 2nd grade, my son's in kindergarten. His teacher is the kindergarten teacher at their school. My daughter's 2nd grade teacher does not work at their school. She works at another school across town. So it's really weird. So if they decide to become hybrid, they wouldn't have the same teachers. They wouldn't have the same classmates. They would go into hybrid schooling. So the teachers who do the remote, they're under a separate principal. I'm like, what? It's a whole little school. It's its own little virtual school. Girl, it's confused. You confused? Because I'm confused. Oh Lord, it looked like the camera is lopsided. Y'all right. Next one. How long did that take? Girl, I've been talking too long. I think we're only gonna get through 3 questions. Tracy Jones. Question. Do you have a virtual parent group for support with dealing with remote learning, or is it just teacher meetings? Oh, okay. Boom, boom, boom. We don't have any parent groups. Well, for the kindergartners, they did give us all of each other's email addresses just for the kindergartners, because I guess it's like your kid is going to school. Now you're a parent of a schooler. I've always been a parent of a schooler because Liz has been in school. This is her 3rd year. She's the kindergarten to 1st grade. Now she's doing the 2nd grade. They gave us that. They gave us our email list so you can converse with each other, communicate, but you don't have to. And then for the or is it just teacher meetings? Well, with Eddie has a 1.5 hour class in the afternoon. 30 minutes is for the kids. Then they go to recess. And then 30 minutes, the parents get online and we talk to the teacher. She asks us, do we have any questions? So she'll tell us stuff, we tell her stuff, we converse, we work. It's just a whole group. And then after their 30-minute recess and our 30-minute little get-together is over, then they get back on the computer for their last 30 minutes of their class. So we do that. And I believe later on we're going to do the one-on-one with the teacher. But right now, it's October 1st. So from, when did they start school? September 8th to October 1st. We haven't had a one-on-one with the teacher. It's been a group with the teacher. Every day, the 30 minutes, boom, boom, boom. Now with Lizzie's class, they don't do that with Lizzie's class. I think what it really is to get those kids a break, the kindergartners a break, and to talk to the brand new parents. For a lot of parents, this is their first year of having a kid in school. So it's to do that. Next one. Boom. Let's see what we got here. This is from Geraldine Miniguao. Sorry if I say your guys' names wrong. Okay, it says, question. Do your kids learn all the subjects they would normally learn or normally cover at regular school? They're approaching them a little slower, approaching them a little differently. But yes, they do learn everything. It's a little different. I'm going to talk about Lizzie now because in kindergarten, you really don't have subjects, so to speak. It's certain developmental levels for kindergarten. You learn the colors and the letters and the this and the this. So they make sure that you're hitting those milestones. So I'm really not going to explain much about kindergarten, but with my daughter's 2nd grade, you got your English, you got your math, you got your science, your social studies, things like that. She's hitting every mark. They have every classroom. Why am I saying every class? They have every subject, every class. But it's not all with the teacher. The teacher will give them assignments in this app called Seesaw. So they do those assignments, and then she gives them videos. She gives them little assignments in another app. So it's things that they kind of have to hit on their own. And then they come together for their meeting in the afternoon to talk about it together. And then she does some quick teaching. Because there's so much you can teach a kid in an hour and a half. And that's all they get with the teacher a day. I know. And this week they've introduced specials. And that's like the music and the art and the gym. So they're hopping all over the living room, y'all. Just hopping. just twisting, dipping and flipping, twerking and working. But it gets the little bugs out, you know, it gets the little jitters, the little locked, it just floats everything that just gets them all crazy. So they are hitting those milestones, but it's mainly on their own. So I'm there for them if they need help. Lizzie's very independent with her learning. She's very good. Like when the summertime came, I made her read books. She gave me book reports. Once a week. I wanted to do like 2 or 3 a week, but I felt like that was doing too much for her. So I said, well, you're gonna give me once a week. You're reading a book and you're giving me a book report. She read things every day, but there was a specific book that she had to read, give me a 1-page book report. I did that all summer. Oh, she was mad at me, girl. She was mad. But you know the funny thing? Today, she said, Mom, guess what happened today? I said, what? I had to do a book report. And I said, who got you ready for that? Who got you ready? All summer, who got you ready? And she was like, you did. I said, I told you were gonna have book reports, girl, because she thought I was making it up. My kids always think I'm making up stuff. And then when they realize that that is true, they come to me like they thought of something, like they thought of it. Like I called him, when they do that, I called him Christopher Columbus. And they're like, why you call me Christopher Columbus? I'm like, because Christopher Columbus landed on America and act like he found his land. How you find land when people are already there? They're already there. You didn't discover people are already there. So you didn't make up this information if I already told you, Christopher Columbus. So that's what I tell him. Boom, boom. Watch me get some thumbs down about that Christopher Columbus comment. Got the next one, y'all. Got the next one. Come on, you stuck. Let me try to go a little faster for you. Let me try to go a little faster because you know when I do these talking videos, I can talk for an hour. Some people be clowning me on talking for an hour. Girl, you talking, who watching your kids? Why you doing all that talking? My mom. Like, my kids don't gotta be all up here. They love their grandma, so they chilling with their grandma right now. They're watching TV with grandma and eating snacks, having fun. They tight with their grandma, which I'm never going, this is cut. I'm gonna talk about something real quick. I love the fact that they're close with their grandma because I had no grandma when I was growing up. She lived in Virginia and we lived in Connecticut. She passed away, I want to say when I was 9, 8, either between 7 and 9 years old. And when she died, it was like, I didn't know her. Like I knew of her. I went down there for one summer and spent like a majority of the summer down there and played with her. But I didn't have a grandma that I could play with and cuddle with and look at videos with and play games and eat snacks and hang out with and go to the store with, go to her job and play, go out in the fields and I didn't have that. So my kids got that, they gonna get it. So anybody that's clowning when they see me doing a video or they see me going to the store, they're like, where your kids at? They're with their grandmother, okay? A lot of people don't have a grandmother. Either in today's time and back in the day, they didn't have a grandmother to live with or to grow up with or to just spend that time before they pass away. So, my kids do. And they gonna get it. And if you don't like it, there's some other channels that you can click on. This one is Chicolita. Chicolita? Get it, girl. How do you earn from YouTube enough to support your family? When did you start ABC Mouse with Eddie? The reason why I put this question here because you talked about the ABC Mouse with Eddie, but this is also talking about earning money from YouTube, and that's not a school question, but I'm still going to answer it because it's on paper. I earn enough money from views, and also sponsorships are coming. I did sponsorships back in the day, but not a lot because people that were approaching me were things that I didn't believe in, don't use. And I'm not just gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna get this money. Oh, you offering me $1,000? You offering me $800? Oh, you offering me $2,500? It ain't that serious. I'm not gonna sell my soul. I'm not gonna sell who I am. Like, you know, for just for a check. That's not who I am. So I passed down a lot of brands because that's not what I did. Like, it was crazy things, y'all. It was inappropriate sexual things people would approach me. I'm like, is my channel about that? Like, why are you approaching me? But now your girl got a manager now. How you feeling? So sponsorships will be coming. Boom, boom. But yeah, I do it with that. And then also you not only want to get money from your job, you also want to invest, you know, do some investing. You want to save, you want to do things like that. You want to have other streams of income. So don't just Don't just stay on one stream. And even if you have your traditional 9-to-5 job or 10 to 6 or 7 to 2, 7 to 3, you know, them 8 to 9 hour jobs, you want to do other things on the side, you know, so don't just stick with one thing. And then when did you start ABC Mouse with Eddie? Pretty much when he was able to hold a tablet, because Lizzie was doing ABC Mouse at 3, I want to say. I've had ABC Mouse for about 3 or 4 years. So it was started with Lizzie first. And then it started with Eddie. Once he was able to hold up a tablet and his little hands be swiping and pressing. And it's crazy how kids these days, they learn how to use these devices so quickly. Like, dang, these kids is geniuses. Here we go, yo. How long have we been talking? We've been talking about 17 minutes. That don't make no sense. This one is Kathleen Harding. Question. How do I get my 10-year-old and 9-year-old nephew to stay focused and not get up a million times from their chairs? They want to talk to me and ask me the most silliest questions. Girl, the struggle is real. I don't know if that's a boy thing. I don't know. My biggest thing is tell them that they can get something for behaving. So I do the green, yellow, and red card method. Let me go get it, y'all, because I talked about it in another video, but I'll talk about it here. Hold on. I'm back, y'all. Ha. This is the green, yellow, and red card method. Let me show you. I found it on Pinterest, so I didn't make this up. I made the cards, though. But we have the green card, we got the yellow card, and we got the red card. You want to continue to have this green card all day. It's kind of like the traffic lights. You got the green means go, yellow means slow, and red means stop, stop, stop. Green means go, you're doing good, keep going there. We're gonna make it to the finish line. Yellow means slow down, the behavior is taking a left. Slow down, slow your roll. And red means stop, stop, stop. You need to stop that bad behavior because you're about to get in trouble. How you feeling? I start off the day, every day, with a green card for both of them. I have 2 packs, like 2 situations. So we got 2 situations. Each table, I give them a green card. Now, if they're misbehaving, where they keep getting up, like I told you how Eddie keep getting up, moving around, like clicking out of the app that you're supposed to be doing your work and going into something fun, or I'm telling you to do this assignment and you're going out of the assignment and playing a game on the app, because you know all learning apps have games. They make it fun as well. And I told you have to finish this assignment because the teacher is going to check this assignment. Or they are using their tickets or their coins and buying little things, like changing the outfit on their avatar, or buying glasses for their avatar, or buying a pet and feeding the pet. And I'm like, no, do your work. You gotta stay on track. You keep the green. Now, it's not like the minute I see you doing something wrong, like I'm checking you over there in the cut and then I go yellow. Nah, I'm gonna keep telling you to stop. You know, mom and dads, we keep telling our kids to stop a couple times. I'm gonna tell you to stop 3 times. If it's getting to the point where you're just not listening, y'all know, you're just not listening, you hit them with the yellow and you lay it down. Now, once they hit the yellow, you're not yellow all day. You can hit back at green. Get yourself together. Does the light on the traffic lights stay yellow all day? No, it hits green again after some time. So behave and I hit you back with the green again. You're like, boop, you get the green and they get excited. But if you just going too crazy, and with Eddie, when he sees that yellow, he'll drop to the floor and do a tantrum. Now you'll get to red real quick. Now if you be like, no, I'm gonna do good, boom, I'm gonna do good, then I gotta, it'll probably be like 10-15 minutes you on yellow. And if you're doing good, I hit you back with the green. You're like boom, 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 I lay it right on that table, boop, and then we all set. Now if you hit me with a tantrum, acting crazy, you're gonna go on red. You don't stay on red either. Get yourself together, and I'll get you back on green. Boom, boom. The thing is, if you stay on green all day, no yellow, no red, you get a stamp from the punch card. These are the punch cards. And look at Eddie. Eddie almost at 10, y'all. Eddie's almost at 10. Come on, clear up. Eddie's almost at 10. Look at Eddie. These hole punches, this means that you stay green all day. You didn't get no yellow, you didn't get no red, you didn't get no warning. Well, warnings, yeah, you get warnings because you could be on green and I could say, stop. So I could do that. I've done that. So it's not like you immediately go on yellow and immediately go on red. I constantly keep telling you to stop. But if you're not listening to what I'm saying, you're going on yellow or red. Now, Lizzie, she's completed a whole card. Go ahead. She's completed a whole card. And now she's on her next card. And now she has 3 hole punches on the next card. And Eddie saw that she had a whole card punched out. And he was like, I gotta work on it. I said, yes, you do. Yes, you do. You didn't catch a tantrum. You didn't drop on the floor. You didn't cry. He just said, I gotta do better. Now, you get the whole card punched. You get to do a special activity. And you can either do, and I'll add a clip here. You can either do shrink-a-dinks, or you can do molding clay. Lizzie got a chance to do her molding clay, so I'll show a clip here. Lizzie got a chance to do her molding clay the other day, and she made a little cupcake. First she was gonna do a flower, and she said, it's not coming out right, so let me do a cupcake. So she did a cupcake, and Eddie said that he's gonna work very, very hard, and he's gonna do shrinky-dink, and he wants to draw the Little Mermaid, and he's gonna have a Little Mermaid shrinky-dink. I said, work hard, work hard. Miss Kathleen, give them something to work towards. Give them something extra. I don't know, like something that they really like. And tell them if you do good throughout the whole day, you get this. It's something that they gotta work towards. And then once they get a little older, you don't have to do this anymore. Like, I know by next year, Lizzie's not gonna wanna do this. She probably won't even have to do this by the end of this year. Eddie, he's gonna have to work on it for a couple years because he's little. He's smaller than her. And I looked on Pinterest for that. And that's been working. It's been working. That was a long answer. How you feeling? Look at all these we got left. We're gonna be here all day. Okay, we got one from Brandy Spry. Question, are you still planning on moving out of state? Yes, I'm still planning on moving out of state. And I know you're like, that has nothing to do with school. Yes, it does. I'm tying it in there. It does have something to do with school because I'm looking at the state that has the best school system. I was looking at Vegas, but I don't feel like Vegas has a good school system. And then when I mention it, there's some people that live in Vegas that say, yeah, girl, our school system sucks. So I'm like, oh, I love Vegas so much, and it hurts me so much to not go there, but my kids are more important. My kids' education is more important than me just being in a nice hot desert state. There is a mom that I follow her, she follows me, we're both adopted moms, and she is awesome. She's a YouTuber. We put her name right here. Get it, Christy? We follow each other, and she just moved down to Vegas. So she told me that she's gonna tell me about it, and if she likes it, and if that school system is popping, because she is all about her kids' education, and if that school is popping, we about to be neighbors. Boom. I'll move down there then if that school system is good. There's other states that I'm thinking of, and then not quite sure. I kind of mentioned it on Instagram, but I don't want to just keep putting it out there, and I'm not sure if I'm going to use those states. But I'm thinking about different states, but definitely leaving. Definitely leaving. We're going to leave when my mom retires because my mom wants to move with us. So we have to wait till she retires. She retires in fall of 2022. So that's when we're leaving. Okay, here we go. Oh, I'm getting better with answering the questions quickly. Next one is from Christy Yet. Question, will you continue to homeschool after COVID? And you have an awesome setup. Thank you very much. I really pride on my setup. I love doing things like that. And will I continue to do homeschooling after COVID? No. Since I work for myself, I need that time for myself. And it's very hard to do these things with all of us at home, in each other's faces all day. And my kids are little. So walking away from them and being on my computer, although I bought myself a brand new laptop so that I can be in the same room, but they keep calling me the minute I pull out that laptop. Mommy, 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 mommy. I'm like, you didn't call me this much before the laptop came out. Like, you called me, but not this much. And like, the video I put up today is called Look at Your Girl. When my hair was down, how you feeling? And the video was only 9 minutes long. It took me over 3 hours to edit it. It didn't round. It should have took me 30 minutes. It's hard to edit when you're helping your kids, and it's like, I don't want to do it at night. I've done that before. I've been a YouTuber at night, overnight, from like 10 to 2 in the morning, replying to comments, uploading videos. That's not good for my health, so I can't do that. I need to work, you know, and that's how I support my children. That's how I'm able to make more money than I've ever made before with any other job. And I just want to get better with it, be able to leave them with something, be able to purchase a big home and leave them with that, and just have a big savings account and invest for them and stuff like that. So I need to be alone, and doing homeschooling, that won't work for us. Nah. Maybe if they're older, maybe, but not now. I just don't see it working now. I just don't see it. If you notice that the camera shifted a little bit or looks a little different, it's because the battery died and I had to change the battery. Here we go, yo, here we go. Oh, no, it dropped. Okay. The next one is Michaela Renee. Question: were the kids upset that they couldn't actually go to school, or were they happy that they got to stay home? Lizzie liked it. She's used to it already because she started that back in March. You know, like when this all started, she got a chance to get used to it, to get better with being online. And I also wanted to make sure that I set up their homeschooling setting to look like a school. That was my biggest thing. Not only to make it look cute, but 3 things. For it to look as school-like as possible. For it to look cute. And for it to fit in our small apartment. Like, our apartment is a good size, but it's small to be adding all this extra stuff in there, you know? They've never complained, never cried that they can't go to school. Also, Eddie doesn't know outside school. He's been homeschooled since birth. Basically, I've been teaching him at home. And so he doesn't know outside school, so you can't miss what you don't know. So it just feels normal with him. And also, he feeds off Lizzie's energy. So if Lizzie was cool with it, he like, we cool? This is what we doing? Mommy, I'm cool. They like it. They never complained. They never got mad. Never asked why. They like it. I made it fun. They saw me buying stuff and putting it up. They're like, oh, Mommy, look at that. Oh, and then Lizzie said, oh, Mommy, I love how you wrote kindergarten above Eddie's desk and you wrote 2nd grade above my desk. That was a little touch that she enjoyed. And then I put their schedules up. That was a recent thing because the schedules were on my phone and I knew they were adding more things because they recently added the specials. So I said, let me make sure that we are in stone, like it's written in stone, your schedules, before I print them and put them on your little tack board. Here we go, yo. I might do like 3 more. Cause I don't want y'all logging out already. Like, this girl talk too much. How you feeling? But it's a Q&A. You're supposed to talk a lot on a Q&A. You're supposed to talk a lot on a story time. You're supposed to talk a lot on a rant. You're supposed to talk a lot. Come on now. We got Monique Wright. Get it, girl. A question. Do you know any free apps that can be utilized for distant learning? Middle school specifically. And number 2, how do you keep up with both kids learning on their daily activities? Any tips, please, because your girl is struggling. Free apps? I think some of those apps that Lizzie talked about in that other vlog, I want to say 2 are free. I'm gonna write them here because first I gotta go look, and then I asked Lizzie because she be knowing what's free, what's not free. I'm like, you know what's free? And then you said, how do you keep up with both kids learning on the daily activities? I feel having them independent really helps. Eddie is independent. He just likes to act crazy when other people are around. But if I get him into his app and into his activity, he does it. He loves doing it and completing it and watching my reaction. He gets excited. Lizzie is independent. That girl, she became a teenager overnight. Once school started, the girl became a teenager. She is really good. I'm like, dang girl, get it. She goes like this, I just love to learn. That's what she says. And when school is over, I'm like, Lizzie, okay, school's over, because Eddie gets out about an hour before her, or half an hour. Depends, certain days he gets out earlier than she does, and other days he gets out just a little bit early, but he always ends before her. And when it's her time, when it's over, I'm like, okay, Lizzie, it's time to go. Nuh-uh, Ma, I gotta do some more. I'm like, what? I love to learn. That's what she just kept saying. And her favorite subject is science. I think that's a question in here, but since it's on my mind, I just said it. Her favorite subject is science. Eddie's favorite subject is coloring. I don't think he has a favorite subject yet. He doesn't like math. And I don't blame him because I don't like math either. Lizzie doesn't like math either. I only like math and counting money. How you feeling? He hasn't been in school long enough for me to really see like the main subjects which one he likes, so I'm not quite sure yet. I'm still getting it. He kind of likes writing. He just doesn't like making a mistake, but he loves drawing. He loves art and telling a story with his art. When you said, how do you keep up with their learning? It's hard. and getting the emails all doggone day. I'm like, there's some parents that can't be checking their emails all day. Like, you get it all day long. I'm gonna show you, like I said, after this, how I keep up with their schedule. Keeping up with their learning, you're just gonna have to, at the end of the day, you have to set aside either 30 minutes or an hour of looking at what they did that day, looking at what's coming up for the next day. What I do is when I set them up on their desk and everything, I sit at each desk, look at the emails, because what I do, they have their own email address. I provided that, like I set that up for their laptops. And when stuff gets sent to me, I don't have the teacher's name because they have different teachers. If it has Eddie's teacher, I immediately forward it to his laptop. If I look and it has Lizzie's teacher, I immediately forward it to her laptop. So then when school starts and I set it up early while they're eating breakfast, I'm at each laptop and I'm looking. I open their email address and I look and I'm like, okay, this is the assignment for the day. Lizzie gets a whole lot more work than Eddie does. And I said, okay, this is what you got to do for the day. So that's what he's going to do first when he gets on the computer. This is what Lizzie got to do that's what she's going to do first when she gets on the computer. So I give myself 30 minutes at the beginning to do that, like 15 to 30 minutes. Then at the end of the day, we talk about what they learned during the day. So it's like you got to get involved that way. I know you can't be in it all day, but give yourself some time at the beginning of the day and some time at the end of the day. That's how it works for me so far. I know it's going to get a little harder as they get more and more work, but that's how it's working for us so far. Okay, girl, we've been talking for like 99 minutes. That's how it feels. Oh, Shell MCR question. What has been the thing that you have found the hardest and also the thing that you have enjoyed the most about homeschooling? Boom. The hardest is keeping Eddie still. And then just the emails, y'all. I get so many emails throughout the day, and I feel like if I forget something, I feel like I failed. Oh, it be feeling like I messed up, like I'm late on an assignment. I feel so bad because if I don't keep up with that email to push it to their email address so that it can be printed out or let them know you got to get this done before your class, before your meeting, I feel like they're gonna get in trouble, or they're gonna be looked at like, you didn't do your assignment, Lizzie. You didn't do your assignment, Eddie. And it's like, I didn't know we had that assignment. Kind of like that. So I've been really good. They've never been late yet, but I'm so stressed on that. Like, I don't want to fail my kids. That's how I feel. It's kind of scary. You know, what time is it? It is 6:15 in the evening. We're gonna wrap this up a little bit, really quickly, because at 6:30 I have like it's kind of like parent night virtually. So I gotta get set up for that. Oh, and also, what's the thing that you've enjoyed the most? I've enjoyed watching their progress. So watching them do their work. And I'm like, dang, you're doing so good. Watching Eddie do something. I walked away from him the other day and he had to take, it was a whole bunch of trees. And each tree had a number on it. And then there was a barrel of apples. And he had to take the apples and slide the amount of apples to the tree that had the number. I walked away and I thought he was just going to sit there and wait for me to come back. You know, your girl had to go to the bathroom. I came back. The boy had almost all of that done. I was like, oh. I went and grabbed the camera so quick. By the time he got to the second page, I'm like, oh my God, you did good. With Lizzie, just watching her write things, like reading a book or reading like an assignment, like it'll be like a short story, and writing about it, and I don't know, like submitting the work. I'm like, is she gonna mess up? No. Oh, no, wait, don't press that button yet. Don't press the button. I gotta check. She's like, no, I already pressed it, and it was good. And I was like, yes. And then she replies back and forth with her teacher, like they converse with each other. Like she'll write something like, I think this is how it went. I'm not sure. And the teacher will say, you did really good. She's like, I love to learn. Like they converse back and forth. I'm like, oh my kids, just watching it. I think that's the fun thing, just watching it. Here we go, yo. Annoyeds, I think that's how you say it. Question, hi Kim. Do you think that homeschool is something that you will continue to do after COVID? No. Nope. Okay, here we go. This one is natural form. Question, can you show us how you keep the kids' schoolwork and the teacher notes in order? Yes, I'm gonna put that at the end, show you all little different things. I think I'm gonna do a voiceover on that little portion. But yep, I'll show you guys that stuff. I'm gonna pick up 2. Is this 2? Yes, this is 2. These are the last 2 I'm gonna do. I have a lot left, y'all. This is crazy. Now, do y'all want me to do a part 2? So I'll put these over here. If you want me to do a part 2, just let me know in the comments below, but I'm gonna do these last 2. Lady Vin, since you are not getting any younger, do you have plans on marrying and having more children? I've been married before. I got married when I was 21. Was it? Girl, it's been a long time ago. Your girl's gonna be 38 this month. But I don't see myself getting married again. Nah, no, I don't see it. And it's not what I'm asking God for. If it happens, it happens, but I'm not like, oh, I want to get married again. Please bring me somebody, Lord. Father God. I'm not doing that because I'm so focused on my kids. And maybe I should be looking at myself as well. But I'm so focused on my kids. I'm scared about all these people out in the world that get with women just so they can touch their kids. That's what I said. I'm petrified of that, petrified. Or get with me and be disrespectful to my children. You may not touch them inappropriately, but just mean, you know? I don't know. I'm just scared about that. Having more kids? No. 2 kids is enough. I notice a lot of people ask a lot of YouTubers, they'll immediately ask them, you gonna have more kids? How many kids you gonna have? I'm like, I ain't collecting baseball cards. I'm not collecting children. It's like, I don't want any more. 2. So if you see anybody else ask that question, be like, she only want 2. And, oh yeah, so that was it. Do I want any more kids? No. Do I have plans of getting married? Is actually married again, because I've been married before. No. I have no plans. If it happens, it happens. But I'm not planning it. This is the last one, y'all. The last one. Is this a good one? Here we go. Framboys 2007. Question. How do you decide when to put up their desk partitions? I'm glad you asked that. I decide when their meetings start. So if you've noticed in the vlogs, they won't be up at certain parts of the vlog, and then the next clip, you see them up, or you see me put them up, and you're like, why did you just put them up before? Why did you do that? Because they have to be up during their meetings, because they be looking at each other's meeting and be like, oh, that's so cute, oh, that's so funny. So I put up the partitions then. I have been putting them up early in the morning now, because they talk to each other. I'm like, y'all weren't talking to each other in the beginning, why are you talking to each other now? Also, so they can feel like they're in their grade, they're in their class. They feel like Lizzie won't feel like she's in kindergarten, she's in her 2nd grade, and then Eddie doesn't have to worry about Lizzie telling him what to do, like, you're not my mom, I'm in kindergarten. It gives them their own little space. But normally in the beginning, when school first started, their meetings, like their class, their online virtual class, is what told me, like in my mind, told me you should put those partitions up. So that's when I put up their little things. But now I kind of put them up early in the morning now. It all depends. Yeah, pretty much then. And sometimes Lizzie will say I want my thing up. Sometimes Eddie will say he wants his thing up, and I just put it up. What time we got now is 6:21. I got 9 minutes to get to that parent virtual thing, so I'm gonna set it up and everything. But I love you guys. You guys are amazing. If it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be doing this as my job now. Although I've been doing it as my job for about 3 years now. I just never told anybody, but it's getting better. And I'm making more money than I did working for that doctor a couple years ago. It feels good, and now I've prayed to make this even better, to make myself make even more money that I can, not so I can spend and buy this and buy that and go traveling, but to have something for my kids, you know? And I was never into when I buy a house, but now I think I want to. When we move to the state that we're gonna live in forever, I want to buy a house and have that for my kids. So if one of them want to live in it, they can live in it. Or if they want that to be a rental property and they can make money together off that when mama's gone home with Lord. So it's like, I just wanna leave something for my kids, you know? So if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be able to do that. And recently I was able to get a manager. I have a manager now, and she's really nice. That girl be emailing me like, I got this for you, I got this for you, I got this for you. I'm like, get it? So you guys are gonna be seeing some sponsorships, but don't get upset. Don't be like, oh Lord, she has a sponsorship now, she's gonna be one of those. Girl's not like that. Because if I was like that, you would have saw me do videos a long time ago, crazy ones, like crazy videos that make no sense. No sense. Where are we at now? We at 6:23. Your girl gotta go. But I love you guys so much. You guys are amazing. Even the ones that don't like me, you're still supporting me. Whether you don't realize that, you're still supporting me. You may be mad at supporting me, and I don't like it, but you're still supporting me. And when you come and give the thumbs down, or you come and leave a nasty comment, or you just come over, you're still supporting me. Whether you realize how YouTube works, I don't think you realize how it works, because if you don't like me, don't show up. If you keep showing up, you're supporting me. I'm not mad, because I feel I'm gonna get through you one day. There's something about me that's making you come back, because I'm sure there's a lot of other YouTubers that you don't like, that you don't keep coming back to. but you keep coming back to me. And you probably keep coming back to other ones you don't like, but you don't go back to all of the ones you don't like. So it's something about the ones that you keep coming back to that does something to you. I hope I put a smile on your face throughout the day. Anytime if you're feeling bad, feeling sad, mad, or glad, and you show up and I just make you smile bigger, or I make them tears dry, or if I make you cry out of happiness, or whatever. And I don't know. I want to be an inspiration. Like I said, I'm going to keep talking. I love you guys. Thank you so much for supporting us, my family, and just spread love, okay? Just make someone smile today. Even if it's somebody you know, or somebody you don't know. Make somebody smile today. Just tell somebody they're pretty. Tell somebody they're smart. You know, give a compliment. And I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next vlog. Bye! This video is probably about 45 minutes.
Get ready. School starts in 5 minutes. Edgar, get ready for your specials class. It starts at 9 o'clock. Guys, it is snack time. Snack time is over now. Back to work. Elizabeth, get ready for your specials class. It starts at 11 o'clock. Elizabeth, Edgar, it is lunchtime. Lunchtime is over. Edgar, get ready for your class meeting. It will start in 5 minutes. Elizabeth, get ready for your class meeting. It will start in 5 minutes.